What do you get when you come to Seoul? It's an experience that blends the vibrancy of modern life with deep-rooted tradition. Imagine a city where you get to step back in time, where traditional villages are met with modern cafes that you won't find anywhere else in the world. And that's exactly the beauty of Seoul. But like any other place, the food is what can make it or break it. Let me tell you, Seoul did not disappoint. Barbecue, rich flavor, and the street food in the night markets. Every night was us boarding the metro with full bellies and happy hearts. And this is only just the start. Follow along as we discover more of what makes this place so special. Good morning! You may be wondering why we're starting our video off in a train station. And the reason is because we are Seoul bound. We are headed to Seoul and we've got about an hour and a half commute ahead of us because we decided to stay a little outside of Seoul in Incheon, which is near to the airport. And this is because the options for hotels and Airbnbs were a lot cheaper, and those cheaper options were also a lot nicer. And me and Dwayne, we like to treat ourselves a little bit when it comes to more luxury feeling stay. So we are staying outside and then just compromising with the commute. And so far, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be that bad. And I am so excited to get to Seoul, so let's go.
So we finally made it out of the train station. The ride wasn't too bad and we're officially in Seoul. And so far, I'm liking it. There's food stalls everywhere, so you can literally go anywhere to eat. And we haven't had breakfast this morning, so we're probably gonna find some place to sit down, grab some good grub, and experience the food here in Seoul.
So we've stopped at this place called the best grilled mackerel in universe. Nadoyan was the suggester of this. And listen, anytime someone says that it's the best of something, I'm instantly skeptical. I'm not the biggest fish person, so if I'm impressed and it really is my judgment that it's the best in the universe, then it must really be times 10 amazing. So let's find out. So we were looking for our cutlery and we were wondering where we get it, where it is, and we realized that there is a drawer right on the side of the table that has chopsticks, spoons, even napkins. So anyways, I've got my chopsticks right here. And I've never eaten fish like this with chopsticks, so I'm not sure how it's gonna work. But I'm just gonna do a little of that. And just get a little bit just to try. And I didn't even get the skin. The skin is like crispy. Let me get a little more. That's good. That it's juicy. Grease, juice, whatever it is, I like it. That was honestly so good. It wasn't too dry. It was like perfectly flaky. I don't know, everything about the moisture like on the skin was so good. I'll tell you my favorite part though, and I didn't do it with every bite because it was a bit much, but they have real wasabi here. Now, back home, we don't have real wasabi. Like they use horseradish, and it's just not the same. So using the real wasabi here, it was amazing. Dipping the fish in, grabbing some rice. And the reason I didn't do it every time is because it like goes up my nose when I chew with the wasabi. But overall, 10 out of 10. A great first meal here in Seoul. Now, is this the best mackerel I've ever had? Listen, I haven't had that many mackerel dishes, so I'm not sure I'm the best person for this judgment, but based on my small expertise, very small, I'm gonna say yes. Alright, so the very interesting thing about Seoul or South Korea in general is that Google Maps doesn't work here. So even before we got here, I was trying to search some stuff up on Google Maps and it was like driving route not available or not possible. And I was like, what? Apparently it doesn't work here. So you have to download one of a few specific apps that they have specifically for getting around here in Seoul or in around South Korea. And I'll be honest, they're not that good. So we're trying to figure out our ways around here, and we keep getting turned around, but it's okay. We're gonna find it. Our first stop is a park called Namsan Park, and it's got a gorgeous view of the Seoul Tower. So let's go find it. So we made a little pit stop. That was quick, I know, but we passed by a coffee shop, and your girl always needs some coffee. Plus, there was some really delicious looking donuts. So I also got a matcha crumble donut, which I'm really excited to try. But of course, a nice big cup of coffee. Because it's kind of cold outside as well. So warm ourselves up a little bit too.
After our coffee shop, we finally made it to Namsan Park. And it is a little bit raining right now, so there's no one here. And it's also quite foggy, so you can't see too much. But overall, there is a great view all around, and we're just enjoying the walk, even though the weather's not that great, because you always have to enjoy yourself.
Good attitude means a good time. There's a staircase that comes all the way from the bottom of the park to the top. I think it's like multi-level park, and we kind of did it the opposite way. We started up top and now we're gonna walk down, but the bricks that line the stairs like just makes for a really cool scenery. I'm not gonna say it looks like the Great Wall of China, but the way that it lines out so far, it like gives me that resemblance. Obviously I know it's nothing like that, so please don't come for me, but bottom line is it's beautiful. We've walked down all the steps of that beautiful park, and honestly the sights were incredible. We're now on our way to one of the famous palaces here in Seoul. I'm very excited. It's like a 40-minute walk away, so we will not be walking. Maybe if it was nice out, but it's chilly. So we're gonna take the bus and figure that out. We've got these like money cards that are supposed to work with the train and the bus, so it's kind of convenient that way. We're gonna hop on and we'll meet you there. We walked in through the gate and we had heard this something, okay, I'm just gonna say something was going on. There was noises coming from inside, and we were rushing. Dwayne started running because we needed to see what was going on. And apparently they hold this demonstration of the ceremony of changing of guards twice a day, every day I believe. And it's this really cool demonstration, traditional, I guess, custom of when the guards change, and this whole thing. They had their traditional clothing on, they've got drums playing, all of them are holding like huge ass swords. It was honestly so cool, and I love seeing such rich heritage right in front of my eyes. And now we get to explore the palace. What a great day.
We have finally made it into the deep grounds of the palace. Deep grounds, I don't.
Deep grounds.
The deep grounds, guys, where you could see the main building itself, and what a sight! Like this is something that is straight out of cartoon books, right in front of my face. Like if any one of you guys have ever watched Samurai Jack, remember that TV show? What? This is like one. This is like one of those things I'm like, I need to see this in real life, and I have that right in front of my face, and it is wow. It is grand.
It took us a while, I'm not gonna lie. It just kept going and going and going, and even when we thought we were done, it kept going. But it was definitely well worth it. We enjoyed ourselves thoroughly. We exited and tried to exit like that whole area by the palace because it was quite busy. And now we're on Insangdong Street, or on it, and we're just kind of walking, and there's a lot of little cute markets and shops on either side. I'm not one to really buy anything from these little stalls, but I always like looking because it's always so cute and it's very picturesque. So we're gonna keep walking and hopefully find some food soon.
Guys, my main goal here is to find some Korean barbecue to get my teeth in between. I am hungry and I need myself some meat. Pause.
Also, in Korea, is it really called Korean barbecue or just barbecue?
That's a good question. Guys, leave a comment below, please, if it's called Korean barbecue or just barbecue.
Okay, we found food. The most exciting part of the day. Korean barbecue or barbecue, depending on what y'all say. And I don't know what we got. The menu didn't have an English option, so we were trying to translate. And then the waitress came over and tried to help us. Both of us were slightly confused, so we just settled on something that looked good. I think it was pork and some sort of stew, so we'll see what happens, but either way, I think it's gonna slap. By the way, the name of this place is Pyongyang Gogit. I'm sorry. I'll make sure to include it so you can actually copy and paste. I don't know what marinade is on this meat. But it slaps. I don't even know if I'm eating this properly. I don't know if it matters. We got like a bunch of stuff. We got the meat, an egg, all the side condiments that they usually bring out, and then we've also got these noodles and a sauce. And I'm like, how are we supposed to eat it all as separate and put it together? Anyways, I'm just gonna wing it and hope for the best, but so far, I'm loving it.
Guys, I'm loving it too. It is delicious. It is hitting. It is slapping. Oh gosh, excuse me. All the words you can say for food is good. It is good. All right, guys, after that delicious dinner, it is time for us to head back to Incheon. And I probably pronounced that wrong, but I'm doing my best. So we're gonna hop back on the train, head back to Incheon, and we will see you back here in Seoul tomorrow. Good morning. We are making our daily commute to Seoul. We haven't had our breakfast yet or coffee, so we're excited to go there, check out some coffee shops, and really just enjoy ourselves. Let's go.
I feel like one of the good things about the commute also is that if you haven't planned out your next day fully yet, you have like an hour on the train to do it. So you can just, there's great data there, so you can just do some research, and then once you get there, you know what you're doing. It's kind of nice. We made it off the train finally, and we got off at a different stop today. Some different scenery, I love it. And we're gonna try and find this really nice kind of bread shop. I'm hoping they have coffee too, but it's a really cool bread, and it's called Soha Salt Pond. And we just gotta find it. It doesn't show up on the app that you're supposed to use to get around South Korea, but we're just gonna wing it on Google Maps once again and hope we find it. I think we will. Let's go. We've made it. It was in this little like only walkway kind of passageway with a lot of really cute shops and things, and so kind of had to traverse through it, and we passed by some really cool looking things. But anyways, this place, I think it'll be good because there's a lineup, and when there's a lineup, that means people like it and it's good. So it does look pretty cool, I'll be honest. A lot of different options that look amazing. I am hungry, so my opinion might be biased, but I'm excited. This is so cute. They have this whole kind of pathway that leads you through to the seating area after you grab all your things, which you can just pick yourself. And I will say it's very expensive. Like one of these is about $5. Let's see if it's worth it. I'll say the topping is delicious, and the actual pastry itself is very buttery and soft and amazing.
$5 is a little too much, but I think you pay for the experience, so I'll give it a pass.
So we just finished that Soha salt bread, and we were walking down this beautiful street, and we see a BB gun shop where people are shooting those little pellets at targets, and I'm like, what a better way to kick Caitlin's ass today than to beat her in competition. So we're about to go in and we'll see who wins.
I got 90 points.
Smoke Caitlin. I smoked Caitlin, guys. It's not even a chance. I got 116 points. Smoked her.
I'm sorry to say it. I can handle the competition, so it's fine. But Dwayne did, in fact, beat me. I will say it's because I didn't know how to shoot the gun at first. I never played video games growing up, so I didn't know you had to line it up a specific way. So I missed the first 5 shots, but it's fine. I can handle it. I lost. Afterwards, we walked around all the different passageways and canals and did a little shopping. We saw some really cool things, really cool restaurants that were all really unique and had their own little styles and themes going on. There's also some clothes and hats that we tried on and checked out. And then we stumbled upon a really cool arcade where they had tons of different games to play, including air hockey, where Dwayne unfortunately kicked my butt because this guy's competitive. We left that busy, amazing market. There were so many cute little shops and things to do. Me and Dwayne had a lot of fun looking around, but since our first meal of the day wasn't really a meal, we decided to leave. The prices for food there seemed a little inflated, so we wanted to venture off since we're still hungry and not spend too much money. And on the maps, I saw that there's a 24-hour ramen convenience store. Listen, y'all, that sounds like my dream. So we're gonna go check it out, see how it works, and munch on some ramen. We've got our ramen. It was really easy to make because they have simple instructions on the little stoves that have the boiling water come out. And you just add your ramen, add the setting, and then boom, it sets the timer for 3 minutes. Easy peasy. They've also got some toppings like they had bean sprouts and green onions and kimchi. I'm excited. Very satisfying. Also, it's 24-hour convenience stores, so imagine how satisfying it would be coming here, you're hungry, middle of the night, just come grab your ramen. It's self-serve, so no one's bothering you. Amazing. Find this, win $100. After our delicious ramen, we decided to burn off those calories and walk all the way to another palace, similar, I guess, to the one from yesterday, but it is different so far. We entered, it's gorgeous. Anyways, it's called Cheongjakdong Palace. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure I am. And there's just a lot of different traditional looking buildings all around. We're gonna keep walking through. There's a lot more like trees and cherry blossoms. Oh, it makes my heart flutter.
I thought I made her heart flutter, but I guess it's pretty easy to make her heart flutter. So as you can see, this is a very picturesque spot, but at the same time, it attracts a lot of attention. There is a lot of people here dressed up. Everyone looks gorgeous, first of all. Let's just say that everyone looks gorgeous. And it's really, really busy. So if you're gonna come, my recommendation is come earlier, because then you have a lot more time, a lot more space to yourself to be able to take those pictures that you want. But if you just wanna check it out, you can come anytime because it's not too crowded, but it's still busy.
This wasn't supposed to happen. We were on our way to a different street where we could find some food, some local food, street food. Me and Joy stopped because we were drinking some water, and I saw these in the window, and I thought about it for a second. I was like, should I tell Doyen how good those look? And I gave in, and sure enough, I looked the other way, I looked back, he was gone. He was through the door. He'd already gone in. So here we go. He's already taken a bite. I see his face in awe of the Oh wow. Oh wow. I got like another after flavor. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. The cream is very light and fluffy. The pastry itself is really quite delicious and airy. Ooh, 10 out of 10. I'm glad we stopped.
Before we head to Incheon for the night, we stopped by Myeongdong Market. And correct me if I pronounced that wrong. Just for some quick Korean street food. Let's see what's available, and let's munch real quick. That means eat. Alright guys, we got one of these strawberry looking things from the street vendor. I don't really know what it is, but it seems to be like glazed in water or sugar or something sweet, but let's give it a try and see how it tastes. That's good. That is so good. First of all, it's glazed in sugar, but it's not like super sweet sugar. And the strawberry is so fresh, it just explodes in your mouth. We also got one of this. I don't know what it is. It's fried. It looks delicious. Let's take a bite into it and see how it is. That is good. That is good. It's like bread, and then there's cheese in the middle, and it seems like it's fried. It's delicious. I rate this 10 out of 10.
So I got some gyoza. I love gyoza. It's one of my favorite things in the world. So you can imagine my pleasure when I saw it. Take a bite. Nice and hot, and they sprayed it with some soy sauce, I think. It's steaming hot, first of all, which makes for an amazing dish. And there's lots of amazing stuff inside. I don't even know. There's like some glass noodles in there, some veggies. Who knows? It's delicious.
Oh, after a fun-filled day, it's time for us to retire back to Incheon, relax, take a little bit. She's coughing right now. I think she choked on a gyoza. But it's time for us to retire to Incheon. We're gonna go back, relax, call it a night, and we will see you guys back in Seoul tomorrow.
Morning, another day, another commute to Seoul, and I have to say the stop here today is pretty nice. We're in the famous Gangnam, what do you want to call it, neighborhood, if you want to call it a neighborhood of Seoul, which is one of the most, I think, wealthy and well-known perhaps areas. And we've started our day off technically at a mall, but there's actually a really cool library slash bookstore that we saw that we wanted to check out that's in the mall. So we're gonna try and find it and see it because it looked gorgeous online.
Guys, I won't lie. Originally, this bookstore was not supposed to be in the plan. I didn't want to go to a bookstore, but Caitlin was like, "Oh, baby, I want to go to a bookstore." And I was like, I'll let you go to the bookstore. Just kidding, guys. I want to go to the bookstore. Funny enough, this mall has like a track raceway where you can walk on it. It's kind of weird. I've never seen a mall have a track raceway before, but if you want to do some sprints in here, you can come and do some running.
I feel like this is just from what I've seen at other malls. I feel like sometimes like older people typically will come and like get their steps in at the mall, so maybe they've catered towards that activity. That's kind of cool. really as big as I thought it was going to be. It's definitely more of a single kind of open concept space, and you've got all these really tall columns with all these different books displayed. I think most of the books that are displayed up higher are not actually going to be for people to try and find to use and read themselves, because I don't know how you would get them. But it's definitely a cool design to have them all displayed and then I guess find them somewhere else. I like also that it's just a space where people can come to study if they want. I don't know if I could because it's kind of busy, but it's a very aesthetic, very simple, calm place. Finished looking around the library. There was so many cool books, but unfortunately they were mostly in Korean, which I can't really complain about. We are in Korea, and I hope the people that live here are able to enjoy the library without all these extra people looking for all these different books that they can read in their language. But anyways, the beauty itself was enough for us. But we worked up an appetite after our commute and after walking around the library, so we walked not too far away from the mall that was in and came to a restaurant that looked good. I have no idea what it's called because it's in Korean and there doesn't seem to be another English name. But it looks like it slaps, so I don't think it can go wrong. Let's go try it. The meat, I don't know what they did to it. The season's so good. The way that it melts with all the other flavors is phenomenal. I think it's probably the best meat that we've had here so far. It's delicious. After eating, we walked across the street to a park that was gorgeous and had a temple inside of it that had a lot of really cool things to check out. And after checking that out, we went on to our next stop. We have left that area. It was a really nice area, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm still a little hungry. I think Dorian's still a little hungry too, and I've been wanting some souffle pancakes. I think that's a big thing here. And yesterday when we were in the Ixion, I think that's what it's called, market, or the street there with all the vendors, all the cute Hanok village houses, there was some souffle pancakes that I wanted to get, but I didn't because we were doing other things. So today is the day we're gonna get some in our belly. Let's go. We just got our pancake. I could not be more excited. Guys, look at this. It's got like ice cream. I got the pistachio and caramelized pecan, something like that. Wow, there's like pecan sauce, there's ice cream, obviously the pancake. Sorry, the ice cream is cold and I have sensitive teeth. That slaps. It's pretty good. It's not too sweet, which I like. I like the pistachio is a very nice flavor, complements everything, and the pancake is so soft and fluffy. The sugar from the pancakes officially hit us. It was nearing the end of the day and we were getting sleepy, to say the least. So we hopped on our trains, maybe a bit more appropriate, and headed all the way back to Incheon. And now here we are. A couple cookies later and a couple episodes of TV later, and I think we are...
This is not a couple cookies, guys. She is lying to you. She has eaten this whole box by herself. It's empty. There is like 3 cookies remaining. She is absolutely lying. Do not believe her. She sat here and watched Vampire Diaries for 2 hours and ate this whole box. Wow.
Anyways, we are signing off for the night. We will see you back tomorrow when Doyen is behaving a little bit more. Goodbye! Good morning from our last day in Seoul. We're kind of sad about it, honestly. It's been so nice being here, but we're gonna make the most out of it. And in order to make the most out of it, we need some caffeine in our bodies, in our bloodstream. So we stopped at 7-Eleven and just got like a Starbucks double shot espresso, And I just feel like the convenience stores here have really great options for like coffee and snacks and all that kind of stuff. So it was really good to just like walk in there and grab it, and now we're good to go.
Guys, it's early in the morning. I don't know how Caitlin has all this energy. Maybe it's because of the coffee, but she's just zooming through this train station.
After getting off the subway, we entered into this really cool plaza called Dongdaemun Design Plaza, and it's just this huge open area with a really cool modern looking building and a lot of different things surrounding. It's kind of within a park. I see some blossoming cherry blossoms, which makes me so happy. It just kind of pulls everything together. But it's a really cool, like I said, modern looking area, so we're gonna check it out. Right behind me, this like really big space here is kind of like a museum where they have exhibitions in different exhibition halls, and there's nothing going on today, or I don't think this whole week, but definitely something to look into ahead of time if that's something that you may be interested in. But we're gonna check the rest of the area out. We have made our way over after that beautiful plaza area to the Bukchon Hanok village, and it's this what seems like a really long line of these traditional Korean houses that have either been converted into shops or restaurants or kept their place as housing for residents. So it's a really nice kind of picturesque view and narrow walkways in between these houses. Already, I feel very immersed in this sort of culture. It is a bit busy when you first come in, so we found a bit of a less busy walkway to go up, so let's go see. This village is a lot of kind of like hilly areas and a lot of twists and turns, and I feel like you just kind of have to work your way through and check it out for yourself because there's no clear way or path as to where you're supposed to go. So just make it your own way. We're just kind of like going up these hills. This is why I'm a little out of breath and seeing what we can find, but honestly just all the little shops and houses are so aesthetic. We have to talk quietly because people are out here living. If I lived here, I'd be a little mad if people were out here shouting. So we are back at the Airbnb, and y'all, it had been a long day of walking. We walked a lot from place to place, and so we got some of these. I think they're called onigiri.
I call them rice cakes.
We call them rice rolls, rice cakes.
I call them rice cakes.
Depending on our mood. And we are about to dive in. Mm-hmm. They slap. Mm-hmm.
You can pick this up from like any convenience store. They are literally everywhere. So we're gonna have this as our dinner tonight. But overall, our trip here in South Korea, Seoul, and Incheon has been amazing. From being able to go to those beautiful, gorgeous cafes to seeing those pristine palaces. It has been such an experience, and one that I would definitely recommend for anyone looking to travel anywhere. Seoul is so unique and so beautiful.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button below so that we can continue making videos like this and traveling to places that we love and hopefully inspire you to love them as well and try for yourself. And we will see you next time.